We'll start, as always, by just finding a position that's comfortable for your body. So you can feel free to sit, stand, or lie down, or you can even shift between those during the meditation if you need to. If you start to feel sleepy, you can stand if you're sitting, or if your body's sore, maybe you need to lie down. It's generally good to sit as straight and balanced as possible, not tight or rigid or straining or stiff. You can lengthen the spine a little bit if you can. And in a balanced way, you can even rock a little bit side to side, finding your line of balance, or front to back. You can find wherever that spot is for you so that you're not really inducing a lot of effort to hold yourself up. You're just kind of relaxed and balanced. And you can keep your eyes open, close them slightly, or let them close all the way, whatever's comfortable for you. And just begin by letting your attention rest on the breath. You can also pick a different anchor, such as the feet or hands. You can notice the whole body as it breathes. And if there are any obvious points or places you might be holding tension, you can just notice any discomfort, and you might just breathe with that for a moment. You can even offer a kind phrase like, "Can I be with this?" or "This also belongs." And if it is still uncomfortable, or if it's possible to relax it somehow, like loosening your shoulders, it's fine to do that. And then just come back to the breath or the body resting in space. And if your attention wanders or becomes distracted or lost in a thought, as it can, just notice the genuine mystery of how it captures your attention without you noticing it. See if it changed any of the sensations in your body or how you feel. And then just begin again by bringing your attention to the body breathing and resting in space. Okay, and we'll shift this portion of our meditation to a little bit of a body scan. As always, feel free to stay with your anchor or sit out any part if it feels uncomfortable for you. And we'll just start at the bottom and work our way to the top. So you can begin by noticing your feet on the ground or beneath you if you're sitting on them. And just become curious about the sensations that are revealing that you even have feet. Perhaps you notice tingling, temperature, pressure. If anything feels sharp or dull, tight or loose. We can even be curious about internal versus external. And if the sensations are difficult to feel, that's okay too. And now you can let your attention drift up from your feet, sensing your ankles, front to back and sides. You can move up to your shins and calf muscles, and up to your knees. Just curious about the sensations that are there. You can notice all the way up to your hips now, including your thighs. And if you like, you can just feel your legs all the way down to the feet. And you might just notice that our breath has never left. It's still there in the background. Something we always have with us, rising and falling. You can notice it there in the background as we continue, or just focus on the sensations in the specific parts of your body. So now we can come up to our hips and sense our bottom on the seat or cushion. We're just sensing our bottom. Perhaps sensing any pressure or tingling if you're sitting on it. We can sense gravity pulling us into the chair or cushion. And let your attention come up a bit now into the lower part of your back. This might be a place that we tend to ignore. Perhaps we carry a lot of tension there. So just letting our attention rest here and breathing with it for a moment. Now we can let our attention shift to the front, sensing our belly. And just feel the rise and fall of the breath in your belly like waves moving in and out. And if you get lost in thoughts, memories, planning, or daydreams, that's okay. Just notice, where does it go when you notice the thought? Notice how it captured your attention. If it changed how you feel, and gently come back to the belly. You might notice how even in scanning our body, we can be judging it. And that's okay. For now, just notice that, if that's you, and see if you can just allow things to be as they are for right now. Now we'll let our attention shift to our middle and upper back. So noticing if you've grown hunched over throughout the meditation at all, you might renew your posture and sit up a little straighter and just begin again. So sensing the middle and upper back, we can notice the spine, the center column, all the way to the sides of our ribs. Perhaps you can even sense the movement of the breath there. Your middle and upper back expanding and contracting with your in and out breath. Now shift back again to the front of our body and sense your chest as it moves in and out. Maybe you can get the sense that our torso is like the beach. It doesn't matter if it's high tide or low tide, if our breath is deep or shallow, the waves are always present, moving in and out. You might see if you can put it all together and sense your whole torso. So we can sense our belly and chest as they expand and contract. We can also sense our back from lower to upper as it moves with the motion of the breath. And we can just sense our back and front together as one big cloud of sensation. If this is difficult for you, that's totally okay. You can just stay with the breath wherever it's easiest to sense. Okay, and we'll shift our attention again now. Just let your attention come to your hands and feel them resting however they are. Again, just curious about the sensations that are there representing hands. And you can let your attention begin to move up your wrists, continuing up into your forearms, up to your elbow now, feeling your biceps and triceps, and up to our shoulders. And you can continue across your shoulders to the back of your neck. And you can include the front as well, so up to the base of your jaw and the top of your neck where it supports your head. Feeling up through your face and the back of your head. Relaxing any tightness or stiffness in the face or the back of the neck. And now let your attention come up all the way up through the crown of your head, up to the top of your head. And if you like, you can play with noticing the top of your head and the bottom of your feet at the same time. Or the top of your head and your bottom on the seat beneath you. And now, if it's okay for you, we can shift our attention to sounds and hearing. So just see if you can sense your ears on the sides of your head. Just notice the sensations that are there representing your ears. And just receive every sound as it meets your ears. We don't need to send our attention out to hear any sound. We can just let our awareness of hearing be open to the whole field of sound as it meets our ears. Even the farthest sounds are meeting our eardrum, so just see if you can bring every sound as close as possible, just at the level of your ears. And similarly, shifting our attention to sights or seeing, if that is comfortable for you. If you want, you can practice this portion with your eyes open or leave them closed. And whether they're open or closed, just notice what it's like to focus on a specific point. Let your attention become fixated on a specific spot. And maybe you can even feel what it's like to feel your attention going out to meet this point. Now you can let go of that fixed point and just let your plane of focus expand to include the farthest edges of your visual field. So just taking in the sides and the top and bottom of our visual field, as wide as you can let it go. And rather than feeling our attention going out to meet a point, keeping the visual field wide open, you can just see what it's like to receive the visual field. You might even just sense your eyes as you practice in this way. And now, for these last few minutes, you can begin again by coming back to the breath or another anchor of your choice. Or if you like, you can practice putting it all together so we can keep our breath in the foreground or in the background. And just feeling the sensations present in the whole body. So noticing from top to bottom and front to back. We can include sights and sounds. And just notice how things are constantly changing. The breath in constant motion. And you might just let your awareness be wide open allowing everything to be just as it is. Present with the whole body. Maybe you can even introduce a sense of gratitude for your body having gotten you this far. And now, as we shift from this period of practice, sensing the breath in the foreground, still aware of the field of sensations in the background, you're learning to be centered and balanced and present for the breath and the aliveness of sensations present in your body. Wisely aware of this ever-changing life.